I know she told me I can't put it on properly either, so she just said go raw.
Well, I mean, I didn't. I knew how to put it on properly. So.
I kind of be fucking up.
On purpose?
Purpose. Of course, it's on purpose. I hate the way that shit feels.
On purpose, so you can go raw.
Yeah, I mean that's just to my girl.
You love raw that much.
Whoa. I see where you're segueing into, and hell no. I'm in another WWE coma right now. Absolutely not. You know who's main eventing on Sunday?
But you do realize that we were supposed to start at like 1:05 Eastern time, but you had to like...
I had to take a shit.
Yeah, you had to take a shit.
I had to
teriyaki chicken before we start, and now we're starting late.
So I had my little cheat meal as my celebration because I got a new gig, like, and it was a big deal for me. I kind of got a little hammered last night. Come on, y'all know the supply is coming today. And I felt like I was obligated to cheat, and then as soon as the teriyaki hit my belly, I was like, oh shit, it's 1 o'clock. 1:05 my ass.
Yeah, bubblegum.
I'm wiping my ass at 1:05.
We can never start on like a standard time. No.
Ever?
No, not ever with you. But welcome everyone to the Pro Wrestling Spotlight presents True Whale Heat number 40. 40 episodes now on Pro Wrestling Spotlight. I think we're at like 35-ish. I think we started on True Hill Heat 5 on the Pro Wrestling Spotlight. But thank you, everyone. We have made it to True Hill Heat 40. Thank you, everyone that watches us on the Pro Wrestling Spotlight, everyone that watches us on the True Hills group page, as well as everyone that watches us on our YouTube channel, our great YouTube subscribers. We are climbing up that number rank. So if you're not a subscriber already to True Hill Heat on YouTube, you're missing out on a lot. We got interviews with the All-Father Darius Carter. We got interviews with the IWGP Tag Team Champion Tama Tonga. We got interviews with G1 Climax participant Bad Luck Fale. So you can check that out on our YouTube channel. But welcome to True Hill Heat 40. My name is the True Hill Phenom. It's SP3. And this, my friends, is the True Hill resident alcoholic himself.
See, I'm trying something different because I try to be economical and I try to remember this stuff. So, I just said, fuck it, and I'm just going to get a whole bunch of these little things right here. So all of this will be used by the end of today's show. So I just need to ensure that, we going balls to the wall, guys. Like, I'm just like, I'm going for the gusto right now. So, like, let's get this shit on the road. Let's get this shit on the road, guys. You know what I mean? I might not even make it to my spot, and I'm just,
This is Top Guy JJ, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, come on, drink that water, bitch.
Yeah, you gotta drink the water.
What the fuck?
That is our producer behind the camera, our producer known as Baby Seth.
Come on, let's start knocking these bad boys out.
So he gets a cup as well.
Let's start knocking these boots, guys.
Let's start knocking these bad boys out. You know what I mean?
The whole gang is here. We want to give a special shout out to the third member, the third host of True Hill Heat, Miss Chrissy Love, who is out there looking beautiful, having a great time out in the Bahamas.
Chrissy,
I believe, right?
Chrissy, goddamn, we miss you. But damn, I could tell you had a blast over there, and I can't wait till the next episode so we can talk all about that. But damn, I miss you. And of course, thank you so much, Janelle from HR from the Job Tears podcast that came through and held it down with us yet again. This was probably like her third or fourth appearance on the show, which was another really, really fun episode. If you haven't watched True Hill Heat 39, another good time.
That's up on the YouTube channel. Just went up this week. Shouts out to Sir Wilkins
I'm definitely having
from the Jobber Tears podcast.
Too.
As well as Larry Morgan, the living legend. Those are my two friends, my two toxic brothers from my other podcast, Toxic Talk. But enough of those shout-outs. We got to start the show how we start off every True Hill Heat with the True Hill Roll Call. This is where we shout out everyone who's contributing to the True Hills group page, to the Pro Wrestling Spotlight, as well as our great YouTube subscribers. So, first of all, we got to start off with our top 3 conversation starters, and it is the same from last week. The new True Hill Trinity. Coming in at number 3 is the True Hill the true face himself, Steve Salvage. We got at number 2, the Negro Buck, Nick Jackson. And at number 1, once again, is the Scottish sociopath himself, Jamie Tannock. So Jamie comes in at number 1 this week. A couple of True Hills that we got to shout out. Lorraine Smart, she just cracked the top 10 conversation starters on the True Hills group page. John Winbush, Jeffrey McLean, Jermaine Martinez, and Ken Brass. And our YouTube subscribers, a couple of new subscribers that we have to our YouTube channel. We got Floyd Samuels and as well as Frisco Navarro. He's been a subscriber for a few months, commenting on our videos, so shouts out to Frisco. And we got a special plug for our friends and our partners at Battle Club Pro. Battle Club Pro had their great event a couple of weeks ago. We were out there live. We did interviews with Yaya, the gifted one, as well as the All-Father Darius Carter. They crowned their first ever heavyweight franchise champion. And coming up on September 28th is their next big show. And they have a returning person who is coming, a person that is one of the hottest names in professional wrestling today, Tessa Blanchard. Tessa Blanchard will be making her return to BCP, Battle Club Pro, on September 28th, and the show is called Anything You Can Do, and of course, she can do better. I'll finish the line for them.
That was a great interview, actually, with Darius Carter. By the way, it was a really great interview, even though, he kind of shitted on you for the whole interview and put you in your place. I loved the interview. That shit was awesome. He literally just told you to stick to what you're doing, trying to become his manager. He just said, stay right there.
No one appreciates
the All-Father did not need you, man.
No one appreciates ambition. I'm trying to move up in the world. And
he just ain't want your ass. He just said, stay where you at, fella. That shit was fucking gold, yo. He stayed completely in the zone for that interview before he went to have his world title match. But you probably put some karma on him because he ain't win it.
See? He should have been nicer to me. If he would have hired me as his agent and manager, he probably would have won.
Just saying.
Just saying, Darius.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying, Darius. Jimmy, you could have had that extra support. You could have had that wingman. He is undefeated in competition. Might have happened.
2-0, the True Hill Phenom. Let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Hills.
Ness Rothstein, True Pahil Ness checking in.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Pahil Ness up in the house, watching us live.
Any first-time watchers, please comment.
Nick Jackson just woke over just in time for this.
Absolutely.
That's right.
We had to do it early for you guys, Nick, because we got a lot of wrestling coming up this weekend, so you got to get to that.
Jesus Christ.
You need True Hill heat in between that to get you ready for the weekend.
But of course, he misses Chrissy more than both of y'all, so.
I let off the show missing Chrissy, duh. If you don't, listen, you need to get your whole life reevaluated if you missing any of us more than her.
Well, it's True Hill Heat 40, and we had to do it like next year's NBA season as a dynamic duo. You had Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. You got LeBron James and Anthony Davis. You got the new one, Russell Westbrook and James Harden. We're similar to those two because we're both ball hogs.
I'm done with the NBA for the next decade now. My whole team is literally a bunch of draft picks. I'm an Oklahoma City fan.
Oh, yeah, you are a Thunder fan. Oh, shit.
My entire roster is full of straight draft picks.
And Chris Paul.
We have 15 draft picks. What the fuck? We can't even fit 15 people on our roster. We got 15 draft picks. But, good job, guys. Off topic, but,
Your team, but look at the bright side, though. Your team is probably going to draft my nephew that you met before.
Moving on.
Anywho, let's get on. We don't have a lot of top news to get to, guys, because it's so much of a jam-packed weekend that we're going to get into what's going on this weekend, all the big shows. You got 2 nights of the G1 Climax. You got AEW Fight for the Fallen, Evolve 10th anniversary. So we're going to go through all the cards for all these shows. We're also going to talk about what we missed. Real quick, the top news that we got to talk about. First of all, LAX and Johnny Impact done with Impact Wrestling. Over the weekend, we had Impact's Slammiversary, which we're going to get to in a moment. And LAX lost the Impact Tag Team Championships at Bash at the Brewery 2 days before Slammiversary, and then lost a 3-way for the tag team titles. Johnny Impact lost his opportunity at the X Division Championship against Rich Swann, and then the news came out that both had their contracts expire. LAX expires in August, but they're doing negotiations right now with WWE and AEW. Johnny Impact wants to focus more on his acting career, but a lot of people say that he still might sign with the company, possibly AEW or possibly back with Impact Wrestling, because WWE will not allow him to do the outside acting gigs that he wants to do. So what are your thoughts on LAX and Johnny Impact being done with Impact?
Johnny Impact, he's literally just like a gypsy in wrestling. He just goes everywhere. So it's, his time ending doesn't surprise me, because he'll just find his way somewhere else for a first time. But the LAX one is extremely interesting. The LAX one to me is so interesting, and I think that the only place, honestly, that they should go to, like, it would be awesome to see if they went to New Japan. But I do see them going to All Elite. I see them going to AEW. I do see the AEW move. I'm hoping to the gods of wrestling that they do not end up in WWE, because they will just be lost. They will be lost in the sauce. They don't appreciate great wrestling, and they're great wrestlers. And their promos might be a little too edgy for the WWE at this moment. We heard they might be trying to get out of that little PG era. But right now, LAX does not fit anything WWE is in right now, and they would just be a horrible fit.
I feel like they're the perfect fit for AEW, especially with the talent they have right now. Matches against the Young Bucks, matches against SCU, matches against the Lucha Bros, matches against the Best Friends. These are just endless amounts of dream matches, great matches that LAX can have, and especially with their act and AEW working with AAA, which is connected to Conan, we can see the entire act of LAX with Conan come into AEW, which would be a great addition. I can also see LAX going to MLW. We've had Conan tease that he's going to bring in 2 new talents into MLW, so I can see them doing that there, but I really feel like the most potential is at AEW.
I think they just need the bigger platform. LAX is literally one of the absolute hottest tag teams in all of professional wrestling right now. They're at a stage where the Young Bucks were a couple of years ago, with like anytime they get into a ring, they could potentially have the match of the week or the match of the show, and they're on that level. So going to MLW would be great for them, but I don't think it would be as big of a platform. I mean, and out of all those great teams that you just said, like, I would love to just see LAX versus the Best Friends. Like, I think that would be an underrated match that would tear the goddamn house down. I think all the other ones are very obvious. The Bucks, the Lucha Bros, SCU. But that, for some reason, like, my mind just keeps thinking of LAX versus Best Friends. Like, I just keep thinking about that. And I think that would be an awesome potential match of the show.
Even to go to some like a lesser known team, LAX versus Private Party. What we saw from Private Party at Firefest. LAX versus the Dark Order, aka the Super Smash Brothers, which we're going to see a lot of them this weekend at AEW Fight for the Fallen. So there's so many matches. LAX versus Lucha Bros arguably is the feud of the year, or one of the feuds of the year. Definitely Impact Wrestling feud of the year so far. So they're going to have great matches there, but there's a lot of potential there, and it's definitely something that we're going to talk about more on future True Hill Heats. So we got to get into the next quick top news topic: Kevin Owens' face turn and fiery promo. We're calling it a fiery promo, not a goddamn pipe bomb like some of you idiots online been calling it. It's how the fuck do you idiots online ruin a great promo like that? Like, why? Why do y'all ruin great promos by calling it a fucking pipe bomb? Pipe bomb led to a wrestling revolution. Like, it led to fans coming back to the WWE. No one is coming back from Kevin Owens saying the obvious of Shane McMahon is holding everybody down, or Shane McMahon has too much TV time. Are you fucking idiots?
You know what I'm doing? I'm reaching so hard right now. Just trying to reach for the comments that somebody would like if I put pipe bomb 0.2, 2.0. Pipe bomb, really? Like, yo, that shit was so fucking scripted.
Yo, it was so
fucking scripted. But it was a great promo.
Great promo.
It was great. Like, it was great to finally see. It seemed like that promo wasn't written for him. So I like to see that they're starting to get a little bit more of the freedom to just kind of, you get your subject line and you go out there and do it.
Yeah.
And he went out there and did it. So that was fucking amazing. But stop overblowing shit. Like, just stop. Just stop overblowing shit. Like, dead ass.
But they definitely have a babyface who they can build around now on SmackDown with Kevin Owens. Like, they kind of been searching for that babyface because Kofi is a great babyface champion right now. But I think we all know Kofi isn't like the long-term thing for them to kind of build SmackDown around. And as we've seen with SmackDown, it hasn't really been built around Kofi. Kofi's been on SmackDown, he's been on Raw, he's been bouncing. To me, he feels more of a prominent role on Raw than SmackDown right now because of the whole wild card situation. But I feel like Kevin Owens in the future and for like the next couple of months, we are going to see his momentum build as a babyface because of this.
Yeah, absolutely. I do. I mean, I do see, and it's good to see that they're building other people. You know, I'm honestly, and this is another off the rail thing for me. You know what I loved last week? The return of Shinsuke Nakamura. Like, oh my goodness! Like, where the fuck have you been? And he actually came back with a damn near dominant performance. It was like, holy shit, y'all forgot that y'all had a whole superstar on y'all roster. Like, y'all just forgot he was there. And it's like, holy shit, we do got another key player, and let's welcome him back. And that was another, like, so SmackDown seems to be heading in a very, very solid direction. I love where SmackDown is going. The fact that they got this strong thing with Kevin Owens going, and I just hope that they don't bounce him back and forth between SmackDown and Raw because it'll kind of dull it down.
Yeah.
You want to see that on Tuesday nights for now. And then having Nakamura come back, and like you said, like, Kofi is not the man on SmackDown. And it's unfortunate because he's doing both shows, which unfortunately waters it down. Mm-hmm. Like, Roman Reigns was supposed to be the man on SmackDown, but he lives on both shows.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to.
And he has a match. He has a match on a pay-per-view with Raw guys.
Pretty much.
Like, so
well, I don't know if you consider Shane a Raw guy. Shane is a WWE.
He's a W, yeah, but I mean, the main guy, that the main character, the main villain or heel or whatever the hell you want to call him, psychopath.
I think the main character in WWE right now is Shane McMahon. I think
that's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. It's sad.
That's embarrassing.
We're the ones that were calling out Shane Down Live at the end of 2017 and how that was bad for the whole company and for SmackDown, which was our favorite show. And now it's become Shane WE. It's SWE. It's Shane Wrestling Entertainment. That's what it's become. He's on Raw for multiple segments. He's on SmackDown for multiple segments. It's just too much.
So Shane McMahon being on TV 5 times a week is fucking appalling. It is appalling. Like, he literally has his own segment, his own part in his match. He opens the show. He has his own part in the match. And he might even be in a fucking match. In one sitting of 5 hours, you're going to see that man 5 times. What the fuck? That's seeing him once an hour. And that, just imagine, that 1 week where everybody's like, oh my God, we're getting Seth Rollins all show. When he was bashing people up with the steel chair. And then you're getting a much whacker version of the same guy coming out 5 times.
It's ridiculous how much they are relying on Shane McMahon right now.
But why? Why?
I don't know why, but let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Heels. Maybe they know why.
Backtracking a bit, Nick Jackson would like to see LAX versus Angelico and Jack Evans.
That would be a really good match.
Yeah.
And Angelico and Jack Evans, I think they just need more time teaming together. I feel like they look kind of rusty at Double or Nothing, but I think the more they team together, they're going to get back to that flow that they were in, like, Mexico.
And he also reiterates it was good, but it certainly wasn't a pipe bomb in regards to KO.
Absolutely. Like I'm sorry I had to start off on like a negative tip to that because there was a lot of positives in the face turn. I was very unsure if it was a face turn or not the previous week, and then they confirmed it this week with like the parking lot brawl. But I mean, between the parking lot brawl, Kevin Owens with a work shoot and stuff like that, I feel like Eric Bischoff's fingerprints are starting to show on SmackDown, which in this week was a positive. But we'll see what happens.
I got a genuine question for the True Heel and Spotlight Nation, and you even. What do you guys think about this usage of the stunner?
Wait. Before we get into that, even Busto says SWE, Shane should run with that.
SWE. It should be Shane Wrestling Entertainment.
Okay.
The best in the world.
And the returning Marcy Callahan, she says, I think they're trying to make him like Vince.
No, Vince. This is the difference. And Brian Alvarez of Wrestling Observer Radio, if you guys don't listen to this, he mentioned this the other day. I think it was yesterday. He said, if you go back and watch those 1998 Monday Night Raws, every Raw would start off with Vince McMahon with a diabolical plot to take down Stone Cold Steve Austin. But 9 times out of 10, the episode would end with Stone Cold giving him a stunner and drinking beer. Vince McMahon always ended up a Raw on his back. That's not what's happening with Shane McMahon. We've gone months and months. We've gone 3 months of the Miz and Shane feud where he got one up on Miz over and over again on TV, having people help him, this, that, and the third, and then he beat him on pay-per-view as well. And now he's doing the same thing with Roman. Now he's feuding with 4 people at the same fucking time. Miz, Undertaker, Roman, Kevin Owens. Vince McMahon had one objective. And Stone Cold. Shane McMahon is trying to take down the entire WWE babyface roster.
And he is one up on them all except The Undertaker.
Because
Go figure.
He doesn't show up.
Go figure.
He doesn't show up and he's way too...
Yeah, how many spears has he delivered?
Oh my god. His weak ass spear. Oh my god. He makes Edge's spear look like Goldberg's or the Gore. Like, it's ridiculous.
I mean, that spear, I'm sorry. The KO stunner to me is not doing it for me.
I like the KO stunner.
I don't
have a problem with KO stunner.
He doesn't deliver it to me with spunk. Like, there's no spunk behind it. Like, Stone Cold shit was a whip. Like, KO shit is like a move. Like, it doesn't feel like that whip. Like, Austin just did that shit fluently. KO's looks like an executed move. That's why it doesn't have the same feel when he delivers it.
I think it did have the same feel on Tuesday with the reaction they got when he stunned Shane McMahon was great.
I mean, of course, he stunned McMahon. Of course you're going to get a reaction.
Hey, easiest way to get a reaction, right, WWE? Let's run through a couple of other news notes. We got SummerSlam plans are apparently changing due to the Bischoff and Heyman coming in. And the last bit of top news that we have, Alex Shelley will be challenging for the ROH World Championship at Summer Supercard in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This is going to be 2 days before SummerSlam in Toronto, Canada. So Alex Shelley coming back out of retirement to get a shot at the ROH World Championship. You're a big ROH fan. You've said on here before. What's your thoughts on that? Matt Taven versus Alex Shelley. Your top match for Summer Supercard.
You like Matt Taven. What do you think of it?
Cheers to the death of ROH.
I mean, I was a fan of Matt Taven becoming world champion, but if I did do Weekly Heat where I predicted what would happen at Best in the World. I thought the right move was for him to be a short-term champion and lose the title to Jeff Cobb.
I'm trying to make these last for the duration of the show, and we're just going to keep talking about ROH, right?
Alex Shelley coming out of retirement, I think, is a good
what
thing.
the fuck? No, it's not!
I mean, he's a great...
No, it's not. No, it is not.
He's a
Alex Shelley's promo, his setup, none of that shit meant nothing. That shit was a ball of hot garbage. I didn't give a flying fuck about it. This match with Matt Taven is going to be ass, unfortunately. Like, no, stop just thinking that you're just gonna throw shit on the wall and I wanna go grab it. Like, no. Like, get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck wanted to see Alex Shelley in a title match? Like, you dead ass right now? Like, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding me right now? Alex Shelley? Give me Billy Ray. Alex Shelley?
Well, Nick Aldis is
God,
going to be
what the
versing a
fuck?
member of the Villain Enterprises.
What the fuck?
For the NWA World's title.
No Alex Shelley. And you will come out in a suit and you think you're all of a sudden it's bigger than you act. No! You're a fucking nobody. And you think you could just come in and get a ROH World title match and think people's actually gonna believe this shit. Like, get the fuck out of here with this shit, man. You're like, come on, man.
Damn, you did another one? That's the same cup.
I know! What the fuck?
Anything from the spotlight and the True Heels before we move on to what we've missed.
Steve Salvage says, got to pour one out for ROH.
I tried telling him this, if y'all remember. I think it was like True Hill Heat 34, 35.
I've conceded.
I told him.
I've conceded.
I told him this.
I've conceded.
I tried.
I mean, come on. You got a whole roster there. And what the fuck? Where's Roosh?
You sound...
Can Roosh get some? Can Roosh get some love?
Sign Roosh.
Alex fucking Shelley.
Bandito. You signed PCO.
Yo, you got
Mark Haskins.
You got Mark Haskins. You got Tracy Williams. You're still. You think Juice Robinson might still be with the company? Like, what the fuck, Alex Shelley? Yo, get the fuck out of here with this shit, man.
I think it's time for us to move on to what we missed, but let's hear it one more time from the spotlight in the True Heels.
True Hill Jaquan says, I'm all for seeing Alex Shelley return, but not in a title match against Matt Taven.
Right!
The Black Buck says, never thought the day would come where I didn't care about an ROH title match.
Facts!
Oh, man.
I mean, that's what happens when Matt Taven's in the...
No, it's Alex Shelley.
You like Matt Taven.
No.
I said Matt Taven would be a good short-term champion. Short-term.
You cheer for him.
You don't have him beat the undefeated Jeff Cobb. That's what the
that's bookings fuck up.
That's
bookings fuck up. That's your boy Delirious fucking up. That's your boy Delirious. That's your boy Delirious.
Go back.
Matt Taven is his
That's
boy.
your boy Delirious. No, Delirious is his man.
He's my boy. He is my boy. But Delirious is a shit booker. I said it last True Hill Heat. The worst booker in American wrestling right now is Delirious, the Lizard Man. Get him out of there. Anything else?
One more. Mario Martinez Jr. says,
Mario, what's good, boy?
ROH is currently washed, but hey, Impact made a comeback. I'm sure ROH will come back at some point as well.
But this is the problem, Mario. Impact's made a comeback and is putting out quality, consistent pay-per-views. We're going to talk about Slammiversary. This is literally like maybe the 6th, 7th, or 8th pay-per-view in a row that has been good to great. But no one watches. No one knows about it because these guys got years and years of fucking up and just totally depleting the fan interest and the fan enthusiasm in them, that to the point that no one watches now. Impact is back and is putting out quality entertainment and no one watches.
That's exactly what's going to happen to Ring of Honor when they eventually make the...
Just look at the ticket sales from
I'm done with Ring of Honor right now until further notice. Like, this shit is ridiculous. Alex Shelley, come on! I can't. You can't make this shit up. When you got the whole Lifeblood roster that is sitting there waiting in line to get a title opportunity. I mean, I think Mark Haskins got one already.
Yeah, Mark Haskins and Tracy Williams.
Tracy Williams got one, which were way better matches than Alex Shelley is gonna fucking deliver.
You don't know that.
Get the fuck out of here! No, I do know this. No one's gonna care about this match. Yo, the real Motor City Machine Guns team was fucking Chris Sabin.
Oh, you're ridiculous.
Fuck?
Alex Shelley was
the
definitely the better member of
Yeah, yeah.
At least the
yeah, to each
One
his
more
own.
comment from Mario. The Taven experiment is over. Time to move on.
It's not Matt Taven's fault that he's getting booked for these shit matches.
I'm a Matt Taven fan. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. But I thought he would be a good short-term world champion. He needed to win the title, but I didn't think he needed it for this long.
And he needs a solid storyline. Like, he needs a solid, because he keeps bouncing from challenger to challenger. He needs. But that's the problem. He doesn't have a. There's no. He literally had about 8-9 different challenges for his title since he's won it, and no one's gotten more than one match.
And now he's versing Jay Lethal at Manhattan Mania.
But this should have been happened.
Yeah,
like this should have been happened. This should have been a best in the world main event.
Yeah.
But they don't. This your boy. Don't know.
My boy! I'm the one that called out that Delirious was the worst booker months ago!
Yo.
Months ago!
Read the
You called me crazy!
Yo, read the Stack King shit, bitch.
Why y'all already yelling at each other?
Because we don't have anyone between us, Stacking!
And then on top of that, yo, this is a long ass Ring of Honor topic about the worst Ring of Honor title match, and probably since I've been watching Ring of Honor.
I didn't think.
Name me a worse title match than what we're about to see with Matt Taven and Alex Shelley. Yo, you know what? Next month, just give Cheeseburger a fucking title match.
I didn't think we would go this long with the top news, but he felt very strongly about Alex Shelley getting
this is ridiculous, yo.
So we gotta move on to what we've missed. We usually like to run through what we've missed before we get into what's going on this weekend. It's a jam-packed weekend of wrestling, so we definitely want to hear from you guys. So post your comments in the comments section of what matches this weekend you're looking forward to, so we can read those when we get into what's next. But we gotta get through what we've missed. New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Climax 29 kicked off in Dallas, Texas. We previewed that on True Hill Heat 39, and I want to say I was almost 5 for 5 on the G1 Climax tournament matches. If it wasn't for goddamn Sonata beating ZSJ, I would have been 5 for 5.
That was surprising.
That was
surprising.
But the big one was the main event. First time in the USA, it was Okada versus Tanahashi. Excellent matchup.
Man. Can Tanahashi get some fucking love?
He's old, man. He had love. He won the G1 last week.
Jesus Christ, man. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, he
had the belt for a cup of coffee.
So what?
He had the belt for a shot. He had the belt as long as one of these shots lasted.
He's won the title more than anyone in history.
Yo, what the fuck, man? Yo, can we get an upset? Like, shit.
How would that be an upset?
We know that fucking Okada is the best in the world. We know this.
Their record against each other was 5-5-3. How is that an upset?
Because Okada is like fucking unbeatable right now.
He had
a semi-rough 2018. No, I will say that he had a semi-rough 2018. This is the rebuild of the Rainmaker. But fuck, I wanted to see my ace win, yo. That's my dude. That's my guy, man.
I will just make one prediction. So we're stopping on this match. I wanted to run through the matches from the G1, but I'm gonna make one prediction because I don't know if we'll be able to preview that show when it comes up. But I am predicting the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion Will Ospreay will defeat the IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kazuchika Okada in the G1.
Wow.
That's the major upset I'm predicting for the G1.
You know what? I might also be. I can make a bold prediction right now with that. I think that's going to be the match of the year.
And we've had quite a year.
I think that's going to be the match of the year.
I don't know if anything's going to beat Ospreay and Shingo. Ospreay and Shingo is my front runner for the match of the year now.
That combo right now, the level that Ospreay is at right now, with arguably the best in the world, and you're going to put these two together, and Okada can mesh with any style in the wrestling business, that shit is going to be, when you say instant classic, don't overblow that word. It is going to be an instant fucking classic.
And they had a great match earlier this year in the New Japan Cup, so I'm looking forward to that match for sure. We had Kenta make his New Japan Pro Wrestling debut, defeating Kota Ibushi. Kota Ibushi unfortunately got injured in this match, sprained his ankle on of course, Okada Ibushi, who does everything in the universe to get himself hurts himself on a regular Pescado out of the ring.
Of course.
and bruises his ankle.
He bounces off aprons and bounces off fucking steel guardrails and fucking dumps his head on fucking the edge of the apron, but he on a regular ass move, he sprains his ankle. That is so New Japan style.
That's so Kota Ibushi.
It's so Kota Ibushi as well. Yeah,
Sonata pulls up the upset, like we said before, over ZSJ. This was a great technical matchup. Probably the match that most exceeded the expectations to me. We had Fale get the big victory over Evil in a very heel versus heel battle. But in a lot of guys' opinion, this was the match of the night. It was Lance Archer versus Will Ospreay. This was the first match of the G1 Climax 29, and what a match it was. Probably the best little man versus big man match I've seen all year. These guys pulling out Spanish flies off the top rope. Code Reds out on the floor. We had Will Ospreay with a Flossberry fly, great Suzuki special, and so many others. So many great moves in this match. And Lance Archer probably with the best match of his career. This was a great one. What was your thoughts? What did you think was the best match of the night at the G1 Climax?
I mean, I think you just hit it right there. Like if the Okada Tanahashi outcome would have been different for me, I would have probably picked that one. But Ospreay is just on a different level right now. Like, he truly is. To pull out a match like that, did anybody really think that this match with Archer was going to possibly be the best match of the night? The night?
I thought it would be a great match. These two had a great match at the New Japan Cup 2019 earlier in the year, but I didn't think they would have this great of a match in the G1.
So I want the producer to read this comment.
Go ahead.
You talk about off the rails. Off the rails. You want to hear some off the rails shit?
Yo.
Read this shit.
JJ's best friend, Jason Michael Campbell, JMC. I just upgraded to my mom's old phone, which is an iPhone 7 Plus. Compared to the one I had, the 6 Plus. It was only 16 gigs to what I have, 128 right now. A lot more storage.
Jason, what the hell? what the hell is that? Like, yo, you're watching True Hill Heat, and you're talking about iPhone upgrades? Dude, like, yo, I don't love you, but I like you. But, yeah, dude, that is worse than your favorite wrestler's choice. Like, really? Really?
Yo, my nigga don't even got
an iPhone upgrades? Come on, at least you could have had like the 8 or the 8 Plus. But you still at the 7, homie. Like come on, bro. And that is not worth putting on here. On this right now. We're talking about your iPhone 7 Plus right now. You talking about some off the rail shit, control your mans, B.
So post in the comment section what you thought was the best match at the G1 Climax 29 opener between Okada and Tanahashi and Archer versus Ospreay. I'm not going to even touch on that, Jason. MVP of the G1 Climax 29 opener, in my opinion, was Lance Archer. Lance Archer in his hometown having the best match of his career. So, yeah, we're going to move on.
Yeah, we're not going to even respond to that.
The next night in Dallas, Texas, we had Impact Slammiversary, and what a night it was. Like I said, once again, Impact on another streak of a great pay-per-view. I said this to you when after Impact Redemption, I said it's the best. This one I won't say was the best pay-per-view so far because I still think Rebellion.
You keep saying every time they have a pay-per-view, you keep saying this.
But Impact Rebellion, I'd say that was their peak. But this one was just of the same quality. This was just as great. In the main event, we had Sami Callihan defeat Tessa Blanchard in an intergender match, and what a match that was. A star-making performance for Tessa Blanchard. She's now one of the hottest names in professional wrestling, going toe-to-toe with one of the baddest guys in professional wrestling, one of the best heels, Sami Callihan. In my opinion, this one was probably the best match of the night. And not only that, but one of the best matches for Impact all year. It was Brian Cage successfully defending the Impact Championship against Michael Elgin. After the match, it was a mass assailant who came into the ring and gave Michael Elgin a spear. He did this after. So, yeah, I don't know. It looked like a gore to me, but they called it a spear, because a certain someone under the mask, his contract doesn't expire with WWE until July 17th, so he had to wear a mask before he came out to attack Elgin. Rich Swann defeated Johnny Impact in Johnny Impact's last matchup in Impact Wrestling for now. Like I said before, the North won the Impact Tag Team Championships at Bash at the Brewery, and then successfully defended it in a 3-way against the Rascals in LAX. And then Monsters Ball, we had Taya Valkyrie defend the title successfully in one of the best Monster Balls in company's history, in my opinion, against Rosemary, Su Yung, and Havoc. What was your thoughts on Impact Slammiversary?
Probably one of the best shows that nobody knows about. Because, not for nothing, and this is like another off the rails moment. Yo, best entrance of the night was fucking Moose.
Oh, absolutely.
Moose with that fucking robe, with that basically ripping off the Milwaukee Bucks logo in the background was fucking a thing of awesomeness. That shit was beautiful. Beautifully done. Milwaukee Bucks might be giving you a call though. But on that note, it was a damn great pay-per-view. I mean, I kind of argue the match of the night because I do think the match of the night was Tessa versus Callahan. Like, it is kind of hard to make somebody, especially an intergender match, to really make somebody look as equal as Callahan made Tessa look. That was really, really good performance for the two of them. And that one, it put Tessa on another level. But damn, you got to give Sammy some credit. Like, Sammy not only sold his ass off for her, he made her look strong. And then on top of that symbolic gesture at the end of the match is like, yo, here, you one of us. That, to me, is like, sometimes moments beat great matches. And that moment put Tessa on another level. And yes, the Elgin and Cage match might have been a little bit better, but sometimes moments are better than matches. And then, to me, together with having a great match, because they put on a great performance along with that respect gesture, that was like, whoa, that was some real good TV shit right there. Like, they fucking pulled that off, and they did a great job. Props to Sammy and Tessa for that.
I love that match. I wasn't as high on it as a lot of other people that I saw were high on it. Like I said, I thought Cage and Elgin, outside of the LAX Lucha Bros series, that was the best match I saw from Impact all year. These guys went out there and threw bombs at each other. This was a power versus power type of match. And then Cage throwing out his little flips over the top rope and just his athleticism that a guy 275 pounds worth of muscle should not be doing. This was just a great match.
Yeah, not taking away anything from that match, but at the same time, it's like when you see history kind of happening, it's almost like the same argument that you had when we literally watch Will Ospreay become the best in the world. Sometimes there's moment-shifting matches or moment-shifting things to me that just kind of outdoes what a great match can do.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say that the match elevated Tessa Blanchard. Like, Tessa Blanchard had been the face of the Knockouts division for Impact Wrestling. By this match happening and being the first ever intergender match to main event an American wrestling pay-per-view in ever.
And they delivered. And they
delivered a quality main event. It made Tessa Blanchard elevated to one of the faces of Impact Wrestling.
Exactly.
Like, one of the it's Sami Callihan, you got Brian Cage, and you got Tessa Blanchard. Those are the three faces of Impact Wrestling right now. LAX was right there with them, but as we talked about before, LAX are on their way out. Rich Swann seems to be kind of easing into there as well as one of their top faces, but they seem to be building that core of strong acts and strong, from men to women to tag teams, that they can build this company around. Let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Heels Slammiversary or G1 Climax comment.
Quick question for me, actually. Do you know if this show is available on Impact Plus?
I'm not too sure if it's available on Impact Plus yet. I think that with their pay-per-views, it may be like a month or so before they're up on Impact Plus. I'm not too sure. I wouldn't hold me to that, but I know it is available on Fight TV. That's how I watched it.
All right, well.
I'm pretty sure your lady wouldn't want the producer to hold you either.
Well, I would think so.
I'm just saying.
Or
like,
his lady.
I mean, he ain't asked me the question. He asked you the question.
True.
Because I don't know shit about no fucking Impact Plus.
No, you don't.
I ain't asked to hold him though.
I mean, that's not happening. I mean, just a quick correction there.
All right.
You decided to pick up your cup.
I've been drinking.
All right. The Black Buck says, really love the storytelling during the intergender match. Steve Savage says, real emotion from Tessa after the match when she was alone in the ring.
Yeah.
Jason Michael Campbell
Don't.
Never mind.
Don't.
David Mejia says,
we're done.
Tessa in an interview says that having an intergender match made her a better wrestler.
Absolutely. And that wasn't even Tessa's best intergender match that I've seen. If you go online and you look up, I think it was like Bar Wrestling, she had a tremendous match with Brian Cage. Brian Cage versus Tessa Blanchard is a lot of the reason why these two are part of the core for Impact Wrestling. These two went out and had one of the best intergender matches you will ever see, so look that up for sure. And I just think Tessa Blanchard is the best female wrestler in the world right now. So Charlotte Flair is right up there with her, but Charlotte Flair hasn't been around for a few months. Becky Lynch is right up there with her, but she's been working with Lacey Evans, which has brought her quality of her work down. So, Asuka, Kairi Sane could be right up there, but they're a tag team and they're not being used. Io Shirai could be right up there, but she's not really having the matches enough to be up there. So, right now, it's Tessa Blanchard. Tessa Blanchard is the best female wrestler in the world today, and she definitely was the MVP of Slammiversary.
And I think your man wants to be called Negro Buck. You keep reading his whole government, and he wants to be called the Negro Buck.
That's cool.
Negro Buck.
That's cool. So back to the 1950s. That's cool. Whatever.
But do you want to be called by your whole government when we're reading comments from you? Huh?
Like if you
that's the name I see.
I'm just saying, like, we can call you an Hispanic buck or a baby buck. We're not gonna call you a white buck because of the color of your skin.
I don't even know if I'm half white. Who knows?
He probably is.
You are Italian, I heard.
One more thing from the Negro Buck.
Yes.
There you go.
He could be wrong, but he thinks they did it in Wrestle Circus.
You could be right. I think they did it a couple of different promotions. I know they did have a match in Brawl Wrestling, but I don't know if that's the one that I'm referencing. But thank you for that, Negro Buck. So we got to get into also this morning. We had New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Climax 29 Night 2. The results were a lot of big surprises and upsets in my opinion. You had Juice Robinson, he got his victory over Shingo Takagi. We had Jon Moxley in his first G1 Climax match get the victory over Taishi. Mm-hmm. We had in a major league upset in my opinion, we had Toru Yano get the victory over the IWGP Intercontinental Champion Tetsuya Naito. Wow. In the main event, another big upset in my opinion for the first time, Hiroki Goto got the victory over Switchblade Jay White.
Whoa.
Yeah. But in the match of the night, it was Tomohiro Ishii, the never openweight champion, getting the victory over Jeff Cobb.
Well, goddamn!
A horse battle, if there ever was one, but a lot of big upsets from the G1 Night 2 for sure. I heard Cobb versus Ishii was the match of the night. I have not had the privilege of watching that match just yet.
If anybody bet on that night, they went home broke.
I was, on this night, I chose Shingo, I chose Moxley, I chose Naito, I chose Ishii, and I chose White. So I was
You went home broke.
I was wrong on White, I was wrong on Shingo, and I was wrong on Naito.
You might have had enough money to get an Uber to go home.
I went 4 for 5 on night 1. I went 2 for 5 on night 2.
Yo, wow. What a fucking night of upsets. Jeez, or morning of upsets. Like, Jesus Christmas. Like, wow. Damn.
Big time upsets for sure. I would say from what I'm hearing, the match of the night, like I said, was Ishii versus Cobb. I will have my thoughts on that. Maybe I'll do a weekly heat between the week where I can really talk about like what I thought about night 2. I'm gonna get into night 3 and night 4 during the week as well. So I'm gonna hit you guys on the Pro Wrestling Spotlight with weekly heat with SP3 this coming week, because we won't have True Hill Heat next weekend because we have so much to get into for this weekend that we need a whole week to kind of consume everything, kind of give Chrissy love her return back to the New York area, and then we'll come back to you the following week with True Hill Heat 41, where we'll review this entire huge weekend as well as preview the following weekend's G1 Climax action for that weekend as well. So let's hear anything from the Spotlight of the True Hills before we get into what's going on this jam-packed weekend of wrestling.
David Mejia says, not a good day for LIJ fans.
Nope.
The Negro Buck says, Yano over Naito? Really?
Yes, really. The Sublime Thief gets the victory over Tetsuya Naito. Yano is now in position to get a shot at the Intercontinental Championship.
And more informational, the Negro Buck also says, if anyone missed it and doesn't have New Japan World, it'll air tonight on Access TV.
Yes, that will air tonight on
Nice.
Access. I hope I didn't ruin anything for you, but you can watch the action. I'm going to watch it probably, I hope my boss isn't watching, while I'm at work. I will be watching that. I will be watching it live on Access with you guys.
I think he safely knows that his boss does not watch True Hill Heat.
It's all right.
She probably has her weekly or her Netflix show that she's probably watching.
Probably beautiful.
She's probably,
lighters.
she's probably cheating just like he is.
Probably Vampire
Yo, I watched
Diaries.
this show on Netflix actually, kind of more off the rail shit. This shit, yo, there was this anime that I was watching. This shit was fucking awesome. This shit is called Ajin,
Is it a hentai?
the demi-hero. Oh my god, that shit was epic, yo. Yo, Sato is like the OG of heels in anime.
Well, for our YouTube subscribers, put your pick for your favorite Netflix show. Right now,
Facts! It'd be interesting.
I recently just got into Umbrella Academy. I love it.
BoJack Horseman. Fuck the world.
I love Umbrella Academy. Shouts out to my boy Klaus. He can see the dead. We're going to get into what's happening next. So, following up from the G1 Night 2, we got to get into G1 Climax 29 Night 3. So, after you get into Evolve this tonight, after you get into AEW Fight for the Fallen, late night, in the morning, you can get into the G1 Climax 29. You don't have to sleep. You can consume professional wrestling for like 9 hours or 10 hours straight. It's a jam-packed weekend of professional wrestling. G1 Climax
really
Night
is.
3, we got Sonata versus Will Ospreay. Who you got in that one?
I was drinking.
I
Say
know.
that match again?
Sonata versus the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, Will Ospreay.
Damn, honestly, it's just really, really, really difficult to pick against Will Ospreay almost like at any juncture right now. So I gotta go with Will Ospreay. Like it's just too hard to pick against him right now.
Like I said, I think Will is gonna pick up some key victories. I think he's gonna defeat Okada. I also, if I can make another prediction for Will, I think he's gonna beat Hiroshi Tanahashi on the last night of the G1. But right here, I think this is
on
a good
another level.
I think he needs to have some adversity before he has these big victories. So I think he loses to Sonata here.
Or he might just literally go on a hot streak and literally be the hottest wrestler, not only in the world, but literally in New Japan. Like, he could go on a tear like that.
You got to learn how New Japan tells their stories. These babyfaces always have to fight from underneath. So I think Sonata gets the victory here. Okada versus Zack Sabre Jr. This is a rematch from Sakura Genesis last year in a classic match for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Who you got in this one?
Wow, that means Zack Sabre losing twice in a row. That's hard. That's hard. I'm gonna go Okada. I'm gonna go Okada to win this match. Damn, this is almost looking like the 2019 version of Okada's 2018.
Maybe. I don't know, but I think I agree with you there. I think Okada gets the victory over Zack Sabre Jr. We got Evil going one-on-one with Kota Ibushi. I got Ibushi in this one. Ibushi needs that bounce-back victory. You know what? I'm going to change my pick right on the fly. I'm going to go with Evil. I feel like they need to use this Kota Ibushi injury and use him to have some adversity for him to get through. So he's going to start off 0-2, and Evil gets the victory here.
Completely. I thought I had one there, but I completely agree. I'm definitely going with Evil in this match. I do see a losing streak coming.
All right, and we got Bad Luck Fale versus Lance Archer. Big man versus big man battle. Who you got?
Holy fuck! I was surprised that big man Fale got a win. I was really surprised that he got himself a W, but it ain't happening twice in a row.
I mean,
especially after the performance that Archer had, I'm definitely going with Archer to pull off the victory against Bad Luck Fale. But props to Fale for getting a win last week.
Fale did set the record last year for most disqualifications in one tournament with 6. So I was kind of surprised the match didn't end.
The Rasheed Wallace of New Japan.
I was kind of surprised it didn't end by DQ, but I'm going to go for Lance Archer here. I feel like
this is definitely an Archer victory.
They need to give Lance some momentum as this is his first G1 in 5 years. And then in the main event, first time ever, we have the mainstay and the ace of New Japan Pro Wrestling, Hiroshi Tanahashi, versus the man who was known as the ace and mainstay of Pro Wrestling Noah, the formerly known as Hideo Itami, now known once again as Kenta. Kenta versus Tanahashi tonight, G1 Climax, night 3. Who you got?
Kenta got his welcome back win. It's over for him, Tanahashi.
I feel like the story of the A block is who is going to overcome the adversity they start with. Like I said, I think Ospreay is going to start off 0-2. I think Ibushi is going to start off 0-2. I also think Tanahashi will start off 0-2.
Some bullshit.
And Kenta will hit him with go to sleep.
Why? Why? Like who cares about Kenta?
I care about Kenta. He had a great.
Oh, you got him on your fantasy team. That's why.
Absolutely. I care about Kenta for multiple reasons.
Only because he's on his fantasy team.
He needs to prove that the WWE was wrong about him. And in night 4, the following night, so if you are not enough wrestling for you,
what you got?
There's 2 left.
After WWE Extreme Rules, if you don't like the show or didn't enjoy it as much as you thought you would, you can stay up late in the morning and check out the G1 Climax night 4. We got Yano versus Shingo. Who you got? He needs to concentrate. I forgot.
No, I'm going to go with Shingo. I'm going to go with Shingo in this one.
You're going to go with Shingo in this one?
I'm going to go with Shingo.
I'm going to agree with you. I think Shingo gets the victory
I'm
here.
going to go with Shingo.
Who you got? Juice versus Goto.
This just doesn't seem like the right time for Juice. And I got Juice on my team, too. And it just doesn't feel right that I'm picking against him. But Juice ain't winning this match.
All right. Well, I got Juice in this.
Yeah,
one.
I don't like this new cut that Juice got, man. Like, why you get rid of the locks, man?
He wanted to be taken seriously.
Just be good in the ring. What the fuck?
I guess you gotta try other things.
Like, you look like everybody else now.
I think Juice gets the victory here because Goto got that win over Jay White on night 2. I think. Who we got in this one? We got
Survivor.
Jeff Cobb versus the IWGP.
We are some alcoholics. Just know that.
That's all him. The IWGP United States Champion Jon Moxley versus Jeff Cobb. Who you got?
This is not all me because he has more. That's his multiple drinks.
That's a cup and a half.
Just saying. Okada versus who?
Jeff Cobb versus Jon Moxley.
Yo, you know when you start talking about New Japan, right? The default thing is talking about Okada. So Jon Moxley. I mean, I think you kind of got to go with Moxley because literally, like, why would you book the hottest American name to lose matches at this point? I just see Moxley just until he gets to like the finals, and then when he goes against Kenny at All Out is when he'll actually start losing.
I think Jon Moxley gets the victory here over Jeff Cobb. We got the IW.
Now that Jeff Cobb lost already, it's like doesn't hurt him no more because he already took a loss to
Matt fucking Taven. The never openweight champion Ishii, Tomohiro Ishii, will go 1-on-1 with Switchblade Jay White. Who you got in this one?
Switchblade's gotta rebound, man. He's gotta rebound. Like he just lost this morning. He's gotta rebound.
I feel like Jay White has to get the victory here.
He's got to rebound.
To bounce back.
He's got to rebound.
And then the main event is going to be Tetsuya Naito going one-on-one with Taishi. Who you got?
I got to go with Naito rebounding as well. Like, there was a lot of upsets that happened this morning, and it's only right that Naito comes back. He can't lose twice in a row.
I'm going to go with the New Japan booking, and I'm going to go with the fact that Naito needs to climb from underneath, and I'm going to go with Taishi in this one. Taishi getting the big victory in the main event of Night 4. AEW, All Elite Wrestling, will now have their third official show. Their third show will emanate from Jacksonville, Florida. It is called Fight for the Fallen. This is a charity event for victims of gun violence from the Jacksonville, Florida area. And it's quite the card that they got on tap. So we'll start from bottom to top. So I'll start from the bottom here. We got in the buy-in, the pre-show, we got Peter Avalon, the Liberian, will go one-on-one with Sonny Kiss. Who you got in this one?
Can I pick a no contest?
I think the Liberian will die.
This is like literally like, who the fuck do you pick? It's like and not to knock Sonny Kiss, but it's like I can't take him serious in any wrestling match. I'm gonna go with the Liberian getting a win here because I just don't see Sonny Kiss winning matches. I just don't.
I see Sonny Kiss getting a victory here. I think the Liberian gimmick is just here because this idea by Tony Khan, but it seems like the Young Bucks and Cody and Kenny Omega are trying everything to make this gimmick as annoying as possible so they don't have to do it anymore.
So how better way to make it annoying than actually having them win?
They said they were going to give him a Baron Corbin push, so who knows? I think Sonny Kiss gets the victory here, though. Here we got the main event of the buy-in. It's a 6-man tag team championship with 6 of the hottest stars in professional wrestling, or young stars, except for one. Except for 2. Joey Janela will team with Jimmy Havoc and Darby Allin to verse MJF, Sammy Guevara, and Shawn Spears. Who you got in this one?
It's literally the weirdest book match of the entire card to me.
I like the babyface team of Joey Janela, Jimmy Havoc, and Darby Allin. It's like a death match trio there, but the heel side is a little confusing because of the relationship between Shawn Spears and MJF. It was Shawn Spears who delivered the chair shot to MJF's mentor.
I'm going to definitely go with the Shawn Spears and MJF team because I think MJF is quickly becoming their hottest ascending guy. And then Shawn Spears is going to need some momentum going into All Out when he battles Cody.
I think Shawn Spears does get the victory here. I did want to pick them to lose because of the conflict between MJF and Shawn Spears, but I agree with him. Shawn Spears does need momentum going into All Out, and this is really the last big show before they get to All Out, so he needs a victory here. Chris Jericho will have a live mic. I don't know what that's going to entail, but I know he wants his thank you. So the EVPs, the Executive Vice Presidents of All Elite Wrestling, better be on the lookout for when Chris Jericho goes live. We got a women's tag team match as 2 undefeated stars in All Elite Wrestling. Britt Baker and Rio will verse 2 debuting stars of All Elite Wrestling in Shioki Nakajima and Bae Priestley. Bae Priestley comes from Stardom. She's one of Stardom's champions and also the girlfriend of Will Ospreay. She recently just moved out to Japan and signed with All Elite Wrestling, and this is her debut opportunity with All Elite Wrestling. I don't know too much about Nakajima, so put in the comment section if you know a match or something I need to watch from Nakajima, but this one is going to be very interesting from the women's division.
Yeah, and I'm not going against Britt Baker getting advertised literally all over social media on a pay-per-view just to lose. So I'm definitely going with Britt Baker's team to win.
I'm going to go with, I agree with him. I'm going to go with Britt Baker and Rio to get the victory. They really need to establish Britt Baker as that ace for the women's division.
They don't have one yet.
I don't know if she's going to be the first ever women's champion. She would be a good choice, but they need to establish her as building that momentum to be one of the favorites in the eventual tournament.
I do have some real questions for once we run through this card, but continue.
We got a 3-way match. This 3-way match will determine who will move on to All Out and battle for an opportunity for a first-round bye in the AEW Tag Team Championship Tournament. The winner of this match will verse the Best Friends, who won a similar three-way match on the pre-show for Fyter Fest. And the three tag teams are the Dark Order, aka the Super Smash Brothers that debuted at All Elite Wrestling Double or Nothing by attacking the Best Friends, and the next team, Angelico and Jack Evans. And then finally, the third team is going to be a boy and his dinosaur, as Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus will team up for the first time in AEW. Who you got in this one?
There's been a lot of cry out for Angelico and Jack Evans, so I see them finally busting out and winning this triple threat tag match. It's been like almost like a cry wolf for them to come and bust through. So this would be the best opportunity for them to bust through to get to All Out.
I'm gonna go with the Dark Order. I think this is like they've been building towards the Dark Order versus Best Friends. So this seems like a natural progression for the Dark Order to win here to set up them versus Best Friends at All Out for the first round bye in the AEW Tag Team Tournament. We got another female action, women's action from the women's division. We got Brandy Rose in her debut match with AEW going one-on-one with Allie. Allie, who got the victory at Fyter Fest over Leva Bates on the buy-in. Who you got one-on-one, Allie versus Brandy?
Brandy Rose.
He's got Brandy getting the victory. I like the setup for this match. I felt like this match was one of the weaker builds for Fight for the Fallen. But
build was trash.
No, they did it. They actually did it.
This build was trash.
You didn't watch Road to Fight for the Fallen.
Yes, I have. And this build was trash.
The build for Brandy,
even the outside
Allie,
car scene was trash.
The build for Brandy and Allie was actually really good.
I love me some All Elite, but when you got some trash shit, you got some trash shit, and this build up was trash.
The video.
I'm gonna still kick your ass though. This build-up was trash.
The video that they had with Brandy basically saying that she comes up short in the big moment, as well as Allie saying that she comes up strong in the bigger moment. It set up Allie getting the victory here. I feel like that was strong booking, strong little storytelling by them, and they actually did a good job of building to this match that didn't have a lot of build up until this past week on Road to the Fight for the Fallen.
Sure.
Who you got? Hangman Page going one-on-one with Kip Sabian.
Oh, duh. Hangman Page is definitely going into All Out with the momentum, so this is not even, like, come on. Like, next.
Hangman Page goes 3-0 in AEW, getting the victory over Kip Sabian. This one is the match that I think is going to be the match of the night. We got SoCal Uncensored, Frankie Kazarian, Scorpio Sky, accompanied to the ring by Christopher Daniels, going against the Lucha Bros. The Lucha Bros, in my opinion, the 2019 Tag Team of the Year. This one's going to be a barn burner. Who you got?
This has to be the breakout win for SoCal Uncensored. This has to be it. Like, the Lucha Bros knows that they tear it up every time they get into the ring. SoCal, yes, they're good, but what signature stamp do they have in AEW so far? They don't have one. This needs to be it.
He's actually wrong. The Lucha Bros don't have one. Lucha Bros are 0-2 in AEW, while
but with two potential matches of the night.
SCU are 1-1.
They potentially have two matches of the night, though.
The Lucha Bros need this victory here to set up another match with the Young Bucks coming up at All Out. So I see the Lucha Bros getting.
That's the problem right there, is that we don't need the Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks again at All Out.
Yes, we do. We need. Why not?
Why not?
You're not making a good point.
Put them in the match, but another team. You gotta give another team a chance. Like, SoCal needs to be in that match. All of these guys
have gotten a chance. SCU's been on the opening match on.
But SoCal needs to be a part of that triple threat match for the inaugural tag team championship.
That's not gonna be for the tag team championships. It's finished.
You know they're gonna introduce a new title for All Out.
They're doing a tournament. They've already established. We literally just said that they're doing a match for the first time.
Yo, I'm telling you, I'm watch. There's gonna be a tag team type championship unveiled for the show.
They're gonna be a tag team unveiled, but they already have said the AEW tag team tournament will start when the TV debuts. So there's not gonna be a title tournament at All Out.
So I didn't hear that, and that sucks.
He's misinformed and that sucks. Okay. Kenny
No, but this is the problem with being an internet geek, is that I think as a fan, when you have your closeout show with your 1 year anniversary at the Sears Center, it would be only right for you to close it out introducing a new tag title.
When
but you're gonna wait.
That makes no sense.
Yo,
that's taking the shine off the world title.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's really not. Because the fucking company doesn't have a single belt yet. So
you do it one at a time. It's a slow build. Thank God you're not booking.
That is ridiculous.
The Negro Bucks, right here. They've also said that at All Out they're unveiling the women's title.
No, I thought that was at oh yeah, you're right. It is at All Out. I thought it was at Fight for the Fallen.
So if they're unveiling the women's title, then that's cool. I'm cool with that.
They're unveiling it. They're not determining.
I know, but that's cool. I'm cool with that.
Okay. Kenny Omega will go one-on-one with Shima. This one is a first-time ever matchup. Who you got in this one?
Kenny.
I think this and the Kip Sabian versus Hangman Page are the easiest ones to predict. I feel like Kenny Omega needs this victory. Of course, he needs to go 2-1 in AEW after getting the victory at Fyter Fest with the Young Bucks over Laredo Kid and the Lucha Bros, and he needs that momentum heading into his matchup against Jon Moxley at All Out in Chicago. And finally, the main event, or what seems like it's going to be the main event of the evening, the match that this whole show has been built around, or the first match that was really prominently promoted, is going to be the Young Bucks, one of the best tag teams in the world, going against the Brotherhood, Cody and Dustin Rhodes. This one has been building up over the last couple of weeks. The Young Bucks have been throwing shade at the little scene that happened at Double or Nothing. Of course, after Double or Nothing, when Cody and Dustin had a 5-star classic, Dustin bleeding buckets, it was Cody who asked Dustin to be his tag team partner to verse the Young Bucks at Fight for the Fallen. Ever since then, the Young Bucks have been on Being the Elite and online making fun of the scene where he says he doesn't need a friend, he needs his older brother. They've even put tomato sauce on their face, acting like they were Dustin. So they've been throwing a lot of shade. It's been the Rose brothers recently who made comments basically feeling offended by a lot of people not appreciating their work that they did in WWE. The Brotherhood was the first team to defeat the Shield. They had classic matches against the Shield as well as the Usos. They beat the Usos. So the Brotherhood feels like they have been underestimated by the Young Bucks, the best tag team in the world. Who you got in this one?
For statistical purposes, I got to go with the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks has to get this because they have to be one of the favorites going in for those inaugural tag team titles. This match does absolutely nothing for Dustin Rhodes because he's going to retire after this match. And Cody is not in line for a world title match, so he's not going to be in desperate need of this victory either. He'll rack up TV victories when the season comes along. But I'm definitely going to go with the Young Bucks. It's going to be a stellar match. This could possibly be storytelling match of the night. But this is going to be a pretty damn good match. But I'm going to go with the Young Bucks pulling this off in a very back and forth match.
I agree with you. I feel like this is going to be the best combination of cool moves versus great emotional storytelling. I feel like Cody has really made it his goal or his role in All Elite Wrestling to have the very much story-driven matches. His match against Dustin was one of the best storytelling that we saw all year in a matchup. Just the emotion that they were drawing out of the crowd. That they got
definitely say the best storytelling match of the year.
Yeah, that they got from the crowd, as well as like post-show as well.
Definitely.
Cody then had another great emotional-driven storytelling match against Darby Allin at AEW Fyter Fest. So we're here with his brother teaming for the first time in, I think it's about 5 years. It's going to be another emotional match, and I feel like the Young Bucks get the victory here. The Young Bucks need to make their stamp to be that team to beat in All Elite Wrestling. So I don't think they should be the first ever All Elite Wrestling Tag Team champions, but I do think they are the team that needs to make it to the finals, because whoever wins those tag team titles needs a victory over the Young Bucks to really be taken seriously as champions. So what do we have from the Spotlight and the True Heels about AEW Fight for the Fallen, as well as 2 more nights of the G1 Climax, before we get into the 2 big shows on WWE Network this weekend?
All right, Steve Salvage predicts the Rhodes.
Go He picks the Rhodes to win. Oh, he's going for the okay. The Rhodes brothers. All right.
Even Busto says Lucha Bros are the best tag team of all time.
Wow.
Dragging it.
Wow. Okay, that's a little reach.
I mean, but you know, you got a personal opinion, so that's cool. That's cool.
Oh, the Negro Buck says my head says Dark Order, but my heart says Angelico and Jack Evans for that prediction.
You should go with your head.
I'm going with my heart. So you're not alone.
All right, so we got to get into WWE Network has 2 big nights of big shows. Tonight, Evolve 131, the 10th anniversary. It's going to be a jam-packed show. They have quite the card. They got NXT talent. They got former Evolve talent on this show. Special attraction match is going to be my boy Josh Briggs going one-on-one with Anthony Green. Anthony Green does a whole retro gimmick. He's got the beautiful Brandy Lauren in his corner. Josh Briggs, if I can describe him to you guys that never heard of Josh Briggs, he's a dollar value Drew McIntyre. But he's still tall. He's still got quite the look, quite the presence to him, and he's good in the ring. But that's the best way I can describe him to you guys. Who you got in this one, Green or Briggs?
I'm definitely going to go with Josh Briggs on this one. I'm going to go with Josh Briggs.
Josh Briggs, I'm going to agree with you. Josh Briggs gets the victory in this special attraction match. Fatal 4-way match. We have Kurt Stallion versus Sean Maluda versus Steven Wolf versus my boy from Harlem Bravado. So, of course, I'm going to go with Harlem Bravado. Harlem in the house.
Do it for Mace!
Bad boy.
What you got?
I'm just gonna join in with the shits, man. Let's bring it in for New York, yo. Let's bring it in for New York, yo. I'm with the shit.
He's actually from like Louisville, Kentucky.
I know, but his name is Harlem Bravado. I'm with the shit.
But shout out to Kurt. Kurt Stallion is very underrated. He's one of my favorites from Evolve. Sean Maluda, we saw in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Dipset.
Steven Wolf is someone I'm not too familiar with, but this one's going to be one that's going to catch a couple of eyes for new guys that we haven't seen before. Special challenge match. We got NXT superstar Bantatudo versus Colby Carino, the son of Steve Carino. Bantatudo was the one that used to actually be the bodyguard for Leo Rush back when Leo Rush was on the Florida Coconut Loop. Who you got in this one?
I have no fucking idea who they are.
Colby Carino is the son of Steve Carino.
I'm definitely not going to go with the son of Steve Carino, so whoever this Babatunda is, I'm going to go with Babatunda.
Babatunda, I think, is the correct choice right there, so I'm going to go with that one as well. This one is a grudge match. We got NXT superstar Arturo Ruos. This is the Brazilian guy who does like MMA, capoeira. He's going to be going one-on-one with Anthony Henry. Anthony Henry is one of the mainstays of Evolve.
Any relation to Mark?
No relations to Mark, but he is the tag team partner for the WWN champion JD Drake. So who you got in this one? This is a grudge match.
I'm going to go with Henry. I'm going to go Anthony Henry on this one.
I'm gonna go with Ruos Arturo to get the victory here.
Yo, I'm gonna say now. I have no fucking clue who these dudes are. I have no God's given clue as to who these fucking dudes
this
are.
This is why you have to watch and find out.
I'm gonna watch tonight and get introduced to them, but yo, I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? Like, I could literally be naming referees right now, and I have no fucking idea.
You would not know the difference. This one, you do know both guys. This is a
facts.
A catch point.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
We got the Cruiserweight champion, Drew Gulak. He's going to be going one-on-one with NXT superstar Matt Riddle, the original bro versus the submission specialist. Who you got in this one?
Which I think will probably be the match of the night. So I'm going to go with my bro. I'm going to go with my bro, Matt Riddle, on this one. Bro. I'm I'm going with my bro on this one.
I'm going to go with the original bro, Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle, a former Evolve champion, a former WWN champion. He is very, I would say, in my opinion, he is the guy that introduced me to Evolve. When I wanted to learn about Evolve about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, Matt Riddle was that guy I wanted to learn about when I first was introduced to Evolve. So him being on this show is very appropriate, and I'm glad he gets to take part in the 10th anniversary special. Evolve Tag Team Championships will be on the line as the Unwanted Eddie Kingston and Joe Casey will go against Skunk, AR Fox, and Leo Ruff, with Aya and the rest of Skunk in their corner. AR Fox and Leo Ruff actually got the victory over the Unwanted a couple of weeks ago in a fatal four-way match in Brooklyn. I was there live to witness that one. They got a non-title victory over the Evolve Tag Team Champions to get this opportunity. AR Fox and Leon Ruff have been a team for a while. Leon Ruff was trained by AR Fox along with the rest of Skunk, along with Austin Theory, who is the Evolve champion. AR Fox is a mainstay. He's an icon of WWN and of Evolve, but this is his opportunity to get his first gold in Evolve. Who you got?
I'm going to go with Eddie Kingston and Joe Gacy retaining.
You're going with Joe Gacy and Eddie Kingston, the Unwanted. The Unwanted was the ones that got the victory and took the Evolve Tag Team Championships off of the Street Profits before the Street Profits moved on to win the NXT Tag Team Championships. So that is not a bad choice, but I'm going to go with Skunk. I'm going to go with AR Fox and Leon Ruff to finally get the big victory here, and AR Fox to get his first goal.
The Negro Buck says the Skulk, not the Skunk, fixed, no charge.
Good one there. Good use of my catchphrase there. Hey, however you want to call it, AR Fox and Leon Ruff going to get the victory there. Winner take all.
Oh, you don't like getting corrected, don't you?
Nah,
you just blow by that shit, huh?
I said good one. Good use of my catchphrase.
But why you gotta compliment yourself while getting corrected?
I said good use of my catchphrase.
My catchphrase.
That is my catchphrase.
He fixed your ass and didn't charge you.
That was my catchphrase, though.
Did you copyright it?
Yeah.
Did you copyright it?
T-shirts are on the way, people. Winner take all. Evolve Championship versus WWN Championship is going to be Austin Theory going one-on-one with JD Drake. JD Drake and Austin Theory have been feuding for a number of months. It was back in Evolve in March that JD Drake got the victory over Austin Theory for the WWN Championship. Ever since then, Austin Theory has been antagonizing JD Drake, basically saying that he can't take the Evolve Championship off of Austin Theory. Austin Theory views himself as the future of the professional wrestling business, and this is his first opportunity being on WWE Network. So, myself, you know I'm going for Austin Theory. Austin Theory is the man that I first interviewed, my first interview on our True Hill Heat YouTube channel. If you haven't seen that before, check it out on our YouTube channel. Become a subscriber today. Cheap plug. Austin Theory versus JD Drake. Who you got, JJ?
I mean, that's why Austin Theory is such the obvious pick, so I'm definitely going to go with JD Drake on this one. It just feels so obvious. It just feels like literally... Here, this
Austin Theory. JD Drake?
I have not.
Okay, the best way I can describe JD Drake.
Kevin Owens' dad.
JD Drake.
That's even better.
JD Drake looked like a cross between Kevin Owens and Trevor Murdoch.
Oh, that's even better. I'm definitely gonna go with this. You see, this is how you create fucked up storytelling with one of your biggest stars. It just have him lose on your biggest platform. That sounds like WWE booking at its best to me.
Austin Theory is on the cusp of moving up to that NXT level, so I wouldn't mind him losing here and then getting that call up to NXT.
So Kevin Owens' dad, congratulations in advance.
And in the main event is two Evolve superstars coming back for the first time in a while. NXT Championship will be on the line as Adam Cole will go one-on-one with 205 Live's own Akira Tozawa. Who you got in this one?
Oh, God. This should be a decent match. I don't think that this match is going to be that great. But I'm going to go with Adam Cole, of course. Obviously, he's retaining. I mean, this is definitely the most predictable match of the night. Adam Cole is definitely retained. I think his match is going to be all right. I don't think it's going to be that great, honestly.
I think it's going to be a really good match. I think that Tozawa doesn't get that much time. Of course, when he does get time, it's on 205 Live, which no one watches. I think more people watch 205 Live than Impact Wrestling, but it's a slim number by which they outdraw Impact Wrestling. But no one really watches 205 Live. So this is an opportunity for Tozawa to be on a buzzworthy show, and he's going to turn out. And Adam Cole has been on the run of his career. He's had great matches after great match against Johnny Gargano. He's had great matches against Matt Riddle this year. So 2019 has seemed like the one of the peak years for Adam Cole. So I think this match is going to be no different, but Adam Cole gets a victory for sure.
Facts.
And then Sunday, WWE Network presents WWE Extreme Rules.
We were this close, guys. We were that close of not having a WWE review. We were that close. Even though Evolve is like WWE, we were that close of having a non-WWE that close.
Hey, we'll go through it quick.
And then we got to go. And then we got the shits.
We'll go through it quick for you guys. Aleister Black versus Cesaro. Who you got?
Why? Cesaro was the one that knocked on his door.
Yes. Yes, and they had that totally scripted back and forth.
Literally the second dumbest thing that's going on in WWE right now. So of course Aleister Black is gonna win this shit. But go ahead.
Aleister Black with Black Mask gets the victory for sure for me. Last man standing match is the follow-up from the big explosion 2 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw. We got Braun Strowman going one-on-one with Bobby Lashley. Who you got?
Is Braun Strowman ever gonna get a big win? This has to be it. Apparently. Of course, it's at the expense of the brother. You know, why it's got to be Lashley? Why it's got to be Lashley? Can the man of the hour return finally and help my man win? But it ain't going to happen. So I'm going with Strowman.
I'm going with Strowman as well. We've heard the rumor recently that came out that Paul Heyman is high on Braun Strowman and wants to get him back to the level that he was in 2017. So I think it starts here, and Braun gets the victory.
Braun needs to become champion. He really does.
Absolutely. WWE Cruiserweight Championship.
Last year.
I know, but he's built for it. He's built for it.
WWE Cruiserweight Championship is on the line. Drew Gulak, one night after he goes one-on-one with Matt Riddle, he's going to go one-on-one with Tony Nese. He's versing two partners on back-to-back nights, and this one is for sure going to be another great, really good matchup. But you got Nese or Gulak.
So the title that Gulak should have won at WrestleMania, he's going to finally win here at Extreme Rules.
Well, he won it at Stomping Ground, actually.
No, Gulak I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Didn't Nese win?
No, Gulak won the Cruiserweight Championship at Stomping Ground.
He did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Tony Nese, wow.
Tony Nese lost, yeah.
So Tony Nese did, oh shit, he did lose. Holy shit, Tony Nese did lose his title. So that means Gulak is just going to retain because he's definitely losing on Saturday. So he's going to retain on Sunday.
So Gulak loses tonight. He wins on Sunday. I agree with that. He gets the victory over Nese.
Damn, Tony Nese sucked as champion if I forgot that.
Raw Tag Team Championships is on the line. We got the Usos going up against the champions, the Revival. Who you got in this one?
So the Revival won the championships again, right?
Yes, they won it in a three-way matchup. This was back a couple of weeks ago on Monday Night Raw over Ryder and Hawkins and the Usos. And now this is the big tag team matchup to determine the Raw Tag Team Championships.
But okay. All right. So the Usos should win this match. But they're not, unfortunately. I see the Revival is going to retain on some dumb shit. Or some controversy, and then they're going to expand this shit into SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think this is definitely going to go longer than just this show. I think the Revival gets the victory here. I would like for them to add in the Viking Raiders and make this a three-way coming up at SummerSlam. That would be very interesting to me.
The Viking
Raiders. I feel like the Viking Raiders should be the next Raw Tag Team Champions.
The Viking Raiders.
The WWE United States Championship will be on the line. as
They don't even do that shit no more.
Ricochet will defend.
They don't even do that no more because they can't.
Fuck you.
It's fucking terrible, yo. It is so terrible.
Ricochet will be defending against the newly heel and the newly a part of the club once again, AJ Styles. Ricochet versus AJ Styles, in my opinion, will be the match of the night. Who you got?
I am definitely going with Ricochet to retain in this match, so AJ can go on to bigger and better things and try to go after that Universal title match at SummerSlam against Seth as a heel.
I think AJ gets the victory here. He becomes the new United States champion, and we get another big matchup, maybe a stipulation matchup, maybe a ladder match, or 2 out of 3 falls. Ricochet and AJ Styles, I feel like this feud is going to go a little bit longer, but we need AJ to get the victory here to stretch this out a little bit.
That might get me to start watching again.
I would hope so.
I would hope.
I would hope so. I mean, these two are capable of putting on literally match of the year candidate matches, but they're under the WWE umbrella and not even like the NXT umbrella.
We're hoping Paul Heyman's influence.
Can somebody just explain this shit to me? Like, I understand it to an extent, but why is the WWE wrestling style so different than the NXT one when they're the same company?
Because it's Triple H in charge instead of Vince in charge.
But why is the wrestling style so different? Why is WWE
Triple H
shit
gives them
so
freedom?
ass? Like
Triple H gives them freedom.
I don't believe almost nothing WWE
Vince
does.
doesn't have NXT under a microscope.
But in the ring, I don't believe the stuff that happens in the WWE ring compared to what happens in the NXT ring.
Because they keep it simple. They let the guys go out there and perform what they know they can perform. Instead of someone telling them, you're going to do this at 2 minutes in. You're going to do a rest hold 3 minutes in. You're going to do that. Like, literally in the WWE main roster, these agents walk through every step of the match where it totally takes away the creativity of these superstars. And hopefully
it's mind-boggling,
this is cutting back now with the new regime coming in with Heyman and Bischoff. But this is what the WWE product has been and why there's been such a stark difference in the in-ring product of the main roster compared to NXT.
It's mind-boggling. It really is, and it bothers me literally every time I see a WWE pay-per-view and then I see an NXT pay-per-view. Like, they're literally the same fucking company, but it looks like I'm literally watching 2 different companies. It's ridiculous.
SmackDown Tag Team Championships will be on the line. Rowan and Daniel Bryan will defend against the New Day, Xavier Woods and Big E, as well as the Heavy Machinery, Otis and Tucker. Who you got in this 3-way contest?
It's like they keep teasing Heavy Machinery. Like, they're teasing them, but I'm still not interested.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't give a fuck. You keep teasing them, but who cares? I feel like it's time for Daniel Bryan to finally move back into the singles realm. So I'm going to go with the New Day, reclaiming the tag division and getting the win here to get those tag titles back, because they need to get them on some proper names heading into the Fox network. Who the fuck cares about Heavy Machinery? No one.
I think Rowan and Daniel Bryan successfully defend here. Rowan, I think Daniel Bryan needs a title to basically have that platform to
Why haven't we seen Hemp Championships yet for the tag titles?
I don't know. That's why I want them to keep it longer so we can potentially get some Hemp.
Can I get some Hemp Tag Team titles? If they would have had Hemp Tag Team titles, I would not pick against them until they lose it.
Absolutely.
Can I get some Hemp titles?
SmackDown Women's Championship will be defended in a handicap match. I want to thank you, WWE. You finally did a beat the clock challenge where a person chose a stipulation that actually really benefits the person that they wanted it to benefit. Like, I'm sick of these people winning the stipulation and making it a ladder match. Or picking the stipulation and making it a fucking no-holds-barred match. Like, how does that help you? Like, how? The other person can do the same thing you can do. But this one is actually smart. It's a handicap matchup. It's Bayley defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against both Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Who you got?
I'm going to go with the classic WWE storyline of Nikki Cross costing Alexa the title and Bayley's retaining. This is typical WWE shit. Moving on.
Yeah, I agree with him. Bayley gets the victory here. I feel like Bayley's...
I mean, give me the points, but, you know, I
feel like there's been strong storytelling as far as, like, the Alexa and Nikki Cross relationship.
Whatever.
I feel like it's been solid. It's been progressing at a nice rate. And this is just another storyline chapter right here.
This shit's been trash.
He's a hater. WWE...
Alexa Bliss.
WWE Championship match is up. We got Kofi Kingston going one-on-one against Samoa Joe. Who you got in this one?
Kofi.
Got Kofi getting the victory. Mr. Middle Fingers himself. Yes, I agree with you. Kofi Kingston.
Kofi's not losing this shit.
Kofi Kingston gets the victory here. This one is considered like the There's two big matchups.
You know who's taking the WWE Championship from Kofi Kingston, right?
Who?
We all know who's taking it from him. It's gonna be it's gonna be Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be
right before they go to Fox. Right before they go to Fox, he's taking the title from Kofi.
I think
right before they go to Fox.
I think SWE gets the victory and takes the title from Kofi. He holds it from maybe a week.
Yo,
and then Roman beats SWE.
My word, if Shane McMahon wins the WWE Championship at any juncture, I am watching no WWE programming until the title is off of him. I will not be caught up on anything WWE. I will not. No, I think Sir Wilkins said 1 month. I will not watch no programming until the title is off of him. Like, I don't care how Shane McMahon could be the championship for 3 months. I will not watch a single WWE fucking show. So that means you're gonna have to keep me up to speed on every True Hill Heat until Shane McMahon is no longer champion, if that occurs.
Oh boy, I gotta do more work because of this.
More work. If Shane wins the title, you goddamn right.
Speaking of Shane McMahon, no holds barred match, tag team matchup is up next. We got the best in the world, Shane McMahon. I love the gimmick, but not with the championship. Teaming up with Drew McIntyre.
Not with the championship. Not with the championship.
To verse The Undertaker and Roman Reigns, better known on their t-shirt as the
Graveyard Dogs.
It's their yard now. It's their yard now.
Yeah, how corny can they get?
You serious?
Yes, the Graveyard Dogs. They have a t-shirt and everything.
It's their yard.
It's their yard now. It's their yard. Who you got?
THEIR.
Who you got?
Yard.
The best in the world and the Scottish Psychopath or the Graveyard Dog?
Yo, dude, they made a t-shirt for them. There's no way they're losing. They made a t-shirt for them.
Yeah, I would think they yes, the Graveyard Dogs is the unanimous decision from the fans to win this match because the WWE made it blatantly obvious who's winning this match. So the main event is for
and they told both Drew or Shane, you better jump really high when Undertaker gives you that chokeslam.
But apparently this is going to set up Undertaker versus Drew McIntyre for SummerSlam. What is your thoughts on that?
Ay, Jesus Christ.
It's an Undertaker requested match.
Yo, am I ever going to get points for Drew McIntyre?
You get points.
Sure. When?
On Raw and SmackDown.
When? Drew McIntyre picks up no victories.
You got points this week from Drew.
Yo, who the fuck he beat?
Some guy in a mask that ended up being Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, I got like 5 points in the last month.
You got like 30 points from that because it was the main event.
Oh, it was a main event.
There you go.
It was a main event. Thanks.
I'm helping you out. So in the main event, it's for the WWE Universal and Raw Women's Championship. Winner takes all. Once again, it's going to be Becky Lynch and her bitch. Seth Rollins versus Lacey Evans and Friday's own Baron Corbin. Who you got? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean Becky Lynch and her bitch, Seth Rollins. I meant the man's man, Seth Rollins.
So are we really about to go this whole show without talking about that fucking t-shirt?
The man's man. I just said it.
What the fuck was that?
The man's man.
What the fuck was that?
You don't want to get it?
What the fuck was that? And then yo, did you see that little baby SR logo on the bottom right hand side of the shirt?
Yeah.
Seth Rollins.
And the second man.
The moment that shirt got produced, Seth Rollins got castrated as a man. He has been officially castrated. So I do not believe anything that goes on. No, he's not the man. He ain't the burn. He ain't the beast slayer. He's the bitch keeper. Like, no, Seth Rollins, no. The man's man. The man's man.
It's 2019.
The man's man.
It's 2019.
The man, are you rocking that shirt? Are you rocking that shirt? Or are you skipping that Kenny Omega part where it says continue and then hit end game? That shit hit end game. You're ending the fucking game. Like, are you fucking kidding me? With the, no. Stop trying your hardest to build up Becky Lynch. You are demeaning yourself as a man, bro, by doing this whole build up for the man, Becky Lynch. Like, the more you do this, the worse it looks for Becky, the even worse it looks for you. This is embarrassing, bro. Like, first you get your ass slapped. On national TV by your woman.
You never got your ass slapped by your girl.
Without cameras, in bed, a lot of shit happens. But best believe, she is getting the business after it's done. On national TV though, I got a whole title to upkeep.
You don't think Seth putting it down?
No. I think Seth is literally laying down and getting it put on him every time. And that's sad to say, bro. It's sad to say.
I mean, damn.
But I'm not even picking. I'm not even talking about.
You haven't even picked.
I'm not even talking about the opponents of this match. It's clearly, Becky and his bitch.
Becky and his bitch?
I mean, she's the man, right?
True. My fault.
So Becky and his bitch are gonna win their match.
Well, it took a while, but we finally got to JJ's answer there. I'm going to go with Becky and Seth to get the victory here. This seems like the most obvious outcome of the night, even though me and JJ pretty much agreed on all of these results for Extreme Rules. Let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Heels regarding Evolve, Extreme Rules, G1 Climax, few nights, as well as the AEW Fight for the Fallen.
Okay, the Negro Buck says Becky and her bitch. Moving on.
Facts.
True Hill Steve Salvage says Becky/Rollins to finally end that thing. He also adds that they did make a Y2AJ shirt.
That is true. And they had more tag team matches than the Graveyard Dogs.
Even Bustos with a prediction. Fox debut show, Brock cashes in.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea at all.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. That's why Kofi wins that's why he wins tomorrow.
And the Negro Buck also says Kofi wins tomorrow so that Joe can hopefully win at SummerSlam. Wishful thinking.
Very wishful thinking. Let's hope that Joe, who should have won it probably last year at SummerSlam, wins it at this SummerSlam. Why not?
We just said Brock is going to cash in at the debut show, but Joe's going to win at SummerSlam.
Hey, you never know. He may cash in on Joe.
He ain't cashing in on fucking Joe. Nobody's gonna care about
rematch from Great Balls of Fire.
Nobody's gonna care about fucking. Nobody cares about Joe being the WWE champion. No one cares. Yo, to mark my man, to mark a old shirt. Who cares?
Shouts out to Josh Guerrero.
No one.
So, anything else from the Spotlight of True Heels before we sign off? Nothing. So, Guys, if you are watching us on our YouTube channel, we love your comments. Shouts out to Kayfabe Tactics. He comments on all our videos, our interviews, our podcasts. We want more comments on this podcast, on True Hill Heat 40. We want as many comments as you could possibly put. We want to hear your match of the night picks for the shows that we missed. We want to hear your predictions for the shows coming up. So put that in the comment section for our YouTube channel. If you are watching us on the Pro Wrestling Spotlight, once again, become a subscriber for our YouTube channel. There is so much you're missing out on. We have exclusive interviews. Like JJ said earlier in the show, the All-Father Darius Carter puts me in my place when I try to become his agent and manager.
It's very fun.
Yaya the Gifted One. He gives you the holy trinity of podcasts out there in the entire world. He talks about Toxic Talk, he talks about Jobber Tears, and of course he talks about us on True Hill Heat. Check out our interview with Tama Tonga back at the battle at the Bullet Club Block Party. We're standing shoulder and shoulder with the IWGP
favorite
Tag Team
One
champion.
of my favorite interviews ever.
Absolutely. And check out our interview with Chase Owens, where he gives us details on how many kids exactly Ricky Morton has. So there is so much you are missing out on our YouTube channel. So please become a subscriber today. JJ, where can they catch you on social media and everything else?
You can find me on Instagram at TrueHill_Top Guy JJ. And I mean, listen, there's a lot going on with True Hill Heat. We're damn near close to 50.
We're only 10 away from True Hill 50. That is a monumental episode. We're going to have a few guests on that episode. I'm planning it out. I'm planning it out right now. We're going to have a couple of people returning back to the show on that one. So, True Hill Heat 50. The build-up begins now on True Hill Heat 40. So I got to give a special plug to our friends at the Jobber Tears podcast. Tomorrow at Legends, WWE Extreme Rules viewing party. Starting up at 6 p.m. The doors open, so get there early to get a table for Extreme Rules. The only way to enjoy a WWE pay-per-view, if you're in the New York City area, in my opinion, is at Legends. Be around raunchy, rowdy wrestling fans and enjoy the show in the best way possible, because I don't think you're going to enjoy it when you're at home in New York City, honestly. Just me. And also a special plug for Toxic Talk. Toxic Talk is my new podcast where we talk about the men's lifestyle. We just started our YouTube channel, so we have a new video up for episode 10 of Toxic Talk, where I'm talking about my new relationship as well as my worst breakup. I get very personal on Toxic Talk, so if you want to know a little bit more about SP3, check out Toxic Talk on our YouTube channel that just opened up now. Facebook, True Hill's group page. If you're not a member already, you're watching on the Pro Wrestling Spotlight, become a member for our True Hill's group page, and you potentially can become one of our conversation starters. True Hill Heat has his own personal group page where you can support and get news up to date on everything going on in the wrestling world. Of course, we got to promote the Pro Wrestling Spotlight if you're watching on the True Hill's group page and you're not liking and following the Pro Wrestling Spotlight. Battle Club Pro is our promotion partner here in the New York City area, so check them out. Like we said, September 28th, anything you can do with Tessa Blanchard returning to BCP is coming up. Twitter, the True Hill Heat group page. We got a bunch of news. We do live reactions during Raw and SmackDown. Instagram, I am True Hill _Epic SP3. And like we said before, YouTube channel, we got Toxic Talk, we got True Hill Heat. Check out my boy Jimmy Rackaram, where we do Netflix reviews. Like we said on our YouTube channel, we want to hear your favorite Netflix show. So check out my boy Jimmy Rackaram, where we're talking about Power, we're talking about Umbrella Academy. We get reaction and reviews. And check us out on iTunes if you need an audio version of True Hill Heat. You don't want to see the ugly mugs of me and JJ for this episode because Chrissy Love and Janelle are not here.
Or all of this.
Yo, we killed it all?
Yeah,
all of
did.
it.
Yeah, we did. Check us out on iTunes. You can listen to us on the road on your way to work or from work. Yes, woo! So until True Hill Heat 41, we're going to be back in 2 weeks' time, and we're going to be back with the lovely Miss Chrissy Love is going to be back with us for True Hill Heat 41. So until True Hill Heat 41.
Yes!
It's Top Guy JJ. I am SP3. Signing off until next time.
Salute!